In the vast kingdom of predators, where survival is dictated by strength, speed, and lethal precision, few matchups seem as absurd, and yet as strangely fascinating, as a confrontation between the polar bear, the undisputed giant of the Arctic, and the harpy eagle, one of the most powerful birds of prey in the world. These two apex predators could not be more different. The polar bear, a half-ton juggernaut built for brute force and endurance, rules the ice and hunts seals with savage efficiency. The harpy eagle, with talons longer than a grizzly bear's claws and wings built for powerful bursts of speed, is the aerial assassin of the South American rainforests, capable of snatching monkeys and sloths from the treetops with terrifying precision. This hypothetical battle is a clash not just of size but of realms, air versus ice, speed versus power, sky versus ground. In a neutral arena, stripped of the advantages of ice and jungle alike, the question becomes brutally simple. Can the deadly precision of the harpy eagle penetrate the raw power of the polar bear? Or would a single swipe of the bear's colossal paw end the fight before it begins? The polar bear, or Ursus maritimus, is the largest land carnivore on Earth, with adult males weighing between 900 to 1.500 pounds and standing nearly 10 feet tall when rearing on their hind legs. They are built for raw power and endurance, with a thick layer of blubber beneath their dense fur providing insulation against the Arctic cold and serving as a natural armor against bites and slashes. Their forelimbs are immense, ending in paws equipped with 3-inch claws, curved and sharp, designed to grip slippery ice and tear through flesh with terrifying efficiency. These claws, honed for disemboweling seals, can deliver slashing strikes powerful enough to break skulls and crack bones. The polar bear's bite force, estimated at around 1,200 pounds per square inch (psi), is powerful enough to crush the skull of a seal or splinter the thick bones of walruses. Despite their size, polar bears are surprisingly agile, capable of sprinting at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour for short bursts on land. In the water, they are even more formidable, able to swim for days and cover up to 60 miles without rest. Their hunting strategy revolves around ambush, often lying in wait by breathing holes in the ice to strike seals that surface for air. This reliance on ambush tactics minimizes the risk of injury, allowing the bear to conserve energy and avoid unnecessary confrontations. In stark contrast is the harpy eagle, or Harpia harpyja, a creature built for aerial assassination. With a wingspan of over 7 feet and talons as long as grizzly bear claws, measuring up to 5 inches, the harpy eagle is a master of the sky. Adult females, the larger of the species, can weigh up to 20 pounds, making them among the heaviest eagles in the world. Their legs are thick and powerful, capable of exerting a crushing grip force of over 530 psi, enough to snap the bones of sloths and monkeys with ease. Harpy eagles are ambush predators, using the dense canopy of the rainforest to conceal their approach before striking with a precision that leaves little chance of escape. The harpy's talons, curved and needle-sharp, are designed to pierce and grip rather than slash. When they strike, they do so with a force that can lift prey weighing half their own body weight into the air with a single explosive burst. Unlike most eagles, harpies do not kill with repeated strikes. Instead, they rely on a single, lethal grip to puncture the skull or spine, causing instant paralysis or death. Their eyes, capable of seeing a rabbit from over 650 feet away, provide unparalleled accuracy, while their wings, broad and rounded, allow for agile maneuvering through the dense forest. Imagine a neutral battleground, a snow-dusted clearing bordered by dark pines. The sky a sheet of iron gray. The polar bear, its breath misting in heavy clouds, prowls slowly forward, eyes black and unblinking. In the branches above, nearly silent despite its massive wingspan, the harpy eagle watches, head tilted, eyes fixed with predatory focus. For the eagle, this is a hunt, an opportunity for a lethal strike and a quick escape. For the bear, it is a curiosity, a flicker of movement in a world of white and gray. The harpy eagle strikes first. With a single, powerful beat of its wings, it drops from the branches in a blur of gray and white. Talons outstretched, its aim is precise, the back of the neck or the eyes. the 2 points where its talons might penetrate deep enough to cause real damage. The polar bear, slow to react, turns with a growl, claws swiping upward with bone-crushing force. The talons find fur, but the bear's thick blubber turns the lethal puncture into a shallow rake. Blood welling up but not deep enough to cripple. The bear's paw strikes back, a massive limb moving with surprising speed. The harpy eagle, wings flaring wide, twists in midair, but a single claw catches its side, feathers exploding in a burst of white and gray. Blood drips dark against the snow, and the eagle's screech cuts through the silence like a blade. It flaps hard, rising back into the air with powerful strokes, eyes gleaming with pain and fury. The bear growls, shaking its massive head, blood streaking the thick fur where the talons found flesh. But for the harpy eagle, the only strategy is to strike and retreat. A prolonged fight on the ground would be suicide against a creature that outweighs it by over 1,000 pounds. It circles wide, wings beating, eyes locked on the bear's head and neck, searching for weakness. A gap in the thick fur, but each pass brings it closer to those lethal claws and bone-crushing jaws. Where a single mistake would mean a swift and brutal end. The polar bear, irritated now, swings its head and swipes at the air, roaring with a sound that seems to shake the trees themselves. The harpy, though bloodied, is undeterred. It dives again, talons flashing in the gray light, aiming for the bear's eyes. This time, the bear is ready. It rears up, a wall of white fur and muscle, and one massive paw arcs through the air. The strike is perfectly timed, claws catching the eagle in mid-dive. The impact is like a sledgehammer, bones snap with a sound like dry branches breaking. And the harpy is hurled aside, wings crumpling, blood streaking white feathers. In the end, the battle is as one-sided as it seemed. The harpy eagle's lethal talons, designed to puncture and hold, are simply not enough to pierce the bear's thick hide deeply enough to cause real damage. The polar bear's size, power, and sheer durability make it nearly impervious to the harpy's attacks, while a single strike from the bear's claws is enough to end the fight instantly. This brutal mismatch underscores the savage truth of nature's balance, where size and power often trump speed and precision. In the frozen silence of the Arctic, where only the strongest survive, even the lethal talons of a harpy eagle must bow to the unstoppable power of the Ice King.